YouTube decided to take down one of my videos. That's why I don't like posting on here, because I'm getting a little too lax with my language being on X, that I kind of lost one of my filters for YouTube, to make everything, there's certain things you can't talk about, and I really don't like having to self-censor. I think censoring sucks. It sucks bad. I mean, I know there's a time and a place for it, like I'm going to work, so I can't just say whatever I want, whatever I think. So there's when you go to a church, family, and get together, you definitely got to have some type of self-censorship, out of respect for other people, out of respect for kids, out of respect for old people. Not to say that I really respect a lot of old people nowadays, but I respect kids. I respect the innocence of kids. So yeah, I don't wear around shirts that have cussing on them, or I don't just go out saying cuss words when I know there's kids around, and doing any of those type of things, because they're just vulgar, and it's like, I just think, yeah, I'm all for freedom of speech, but there's a time and a place where you can definitely tone things down, just for the simple fact of trying to keep civility. I think that, well, I'm probably going to post less videos on here again. This is why I stopped, because they hit me with strikes. I don't want to lose the channel, so it's just best if they're probably going to delete it at some point anyway. They'll go retroactively to one of my videos, and instead of just deleting it, they'll be like, oh, you're banned because of this. Well, you were fine with it being up all these years, and then now you have a problem with it because you changed something, and then you're gonna take my account down. I like Rumble. I try to use it a little bit more. It's all about finding the proper people for the algorithm to show you. I like my algorithm on YouTube. It's pretty diverse. I primarily just use Rumble right now for InfoWars. I was listening to TFM, but that guy's when he talked about banning people, that really, how are you going to be okay banning people? Listen, man, if you broke the law, I got it. Breaking the law. I don't think that we should be taking down people's social media because they cause a horrific. I want to know these people. I want to know what they were thinking. That's why I like freedom of speech. So people can expose themselves. They can tell you who they are. Let them be who they are. And let them expose themselves to you. Why try to censor? And that's what the media does. It's so funny with the media too, the propaganda that they spread. For instance, if you hear the same word over and over again, and they all use the same word or same type of words or phrases, it's propaganda. When you're listening, just Google it or YouTube it. When the whole mainstream media, the machine, says the same exact word. What it is they're trying to normalize. They're trying to normalize it and make you believe it's real, since it's being said through, they're all saying it. That's how propaganda works. They use the same word or same slogan, and it happens on the right too. I'm not gonna say that there's not a cultish type of factor of MAGA. Some of these people have blocked me. They've attacked me because I attacked their almighty leader Keter. So like, yeah, there's cults on both sides, but it's like especially prevalent on the left. This hive mentality of saying the exact same words is just, it's just ridiculous. And it's easy to spot too. Like, you just, once you start hearing they say the same word, like Project 2025 and Trump, like it's the same thing, even if like he denounces it, or like, you're a racist, like MAGA, you're a racist. They like to associate different words with different people, negative words, and depict, you know, certain aspects, and to have social opinion believe the same thing. This is crazy. This lead is broken for whatever reason. I guess the power went out. I don't know why. It's a nice fucking sunny day. Not a cloud in the sky, but we don't have power, I guess. Knocked out the power. But yeah, like a lot of people in America, they might seem like they're dumb. Like, they're not. Like, when I say people are dumb, it's not. They're not dumb. They're just like low information people. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them because politics are boring. I'm tired of politics, man. Like, I can't wait till this election's over. Now I listen to a lot of different politics, but I'm just so burnt out. Like, I want to move on to something else. I want to think about other things, you know. The spirituality type of aspect is pretty crazy, especially like going and trying to, hold on, I gotta have, I'm gonna go. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, now I'll go. We have a 4-way stop sign basically at a busy intersection, so you gotta be really careful about people pulling out in front of you. Anyway, yeah, there's just so much propaganda, and it's so easy to spot when you're not. It's like lack of critical thinking. Like, they all say the same thing. It's like they're all emailed the same propaganda word. This is what we're gonna say. This is, you all say it. Like the mainstream media and social media influencers. It's like they're on some type of special network, or whatever, some mass email, I don't know, but there's just like a couple people up top who say, hey, this is the way it goes, and we know that the mainstream media is owned by a couple of people, and they want their influence. And here's the thing is, a lot of people here in America are just out of touch. Like, they live in a bubble. I complain a lot, but I have it way better than most people on this planet. But when I look at the social, like, you know, I look at like the environment I'm in, you know, seeing people at my level or whatever, or seeing people who they don't really deserve to have the resources they have, the money they have, because they didn't earn it, or like they're just irresponsible. It's like our leaders of the government. They're like little kids running it's like we got little kids running the government. Imagine at your house, right? And the parents weren't running the show. The parents did whatever the kids want. That's pretty much how our government is being ran, financially, and it looks like domestically too. What it seems like is Jill Biden is our first unelected president, which is pretty crazy that she is president. So that's what tells me, like, if you were a first lady or a first man, I don't think that you should be able to run for president. If so, like, okay, Joe Biden, she wants to be president, right? She wants to run for president. Well, she's already been in the White House for fucking 4 years already. So she shouldn't be able to have 8 years of like being a president. She's already had 4 years. I don't think Hillary Clinton should be able to run for president because she was already there. She was married. That's a union. You're together. So like it shouldn't take these people like Melania Trump. Like, okay, if Trump doesn't get elected, let's say like hypothetically she was like really into politics. She got elected like next time around or whatever, and he didn't get elected. Well, she should only get 4 years because she's already been in the White House for 4 years. Like, these people already been there. Like, they should already... If you're married to somebody and you're in the White House, you should not be allowed to run for president unless, like I said, like Joe Biden, she should be able to go for 4 years if, you know, something like that. But she's already been there. Like, Michelle Obama? Like, why is she should not be able to run for president? Like, she was already in the White House, and technically she is a union with Barack Obama. Like, this should not be happening. You could even say the kids too. Like, damn, man. Like, unless they're really little, like when they were in the White House, but like if they're really old, being in the White House, like, I don't know, like, this is just off the top of my head, but maybe you shouldn't be able to be president. Like, I don't, like, maybe Don Jr. shouldn't be allowed to be president if he was in the White House and had a, you know, I know he wasn't technically president, but I don't like the oligarch bullshit. I don't like, like, decades of like Obama's reign or the Clintons' reign. I don't like that. You're not even in office no more and you still have like high influence. Like, it's so weird. Like, okay, so Michelle gets elected and then Barack Obama's right back in the White. So how many, so that's like, that's way more than so he'll have like what, 12 years, 16 years in the White House? That seems ridiculous, man. It seems ridiculous. So I definitely think that should be worked out. And I hear nobody talking about this. Probably because people are afraid, like, oh, you're taking away their rights. Well, you know what? You were technically married. Now, if you weren't married, all right, that's different because you're technically not a union. But since they were married, they should not be allowed. Like, a spouse that wasn't, you know, shouldn't be allowed to run for president. That's my opinion. See, this is why I think that I deserve a voice in the grand scheme of things. I think that I do provide a different element of thought process and thinking outside the box, as opposed to like everyone else that just regurgitates the same thing. I'm seeing these like accounts on X. That's why I muted a bunch of the left. I don't want to mute them. I let you know, but I'm just done arguing. I'm not gonna argue with these people, and they just post the same thing, like Trump is bad, like constantly, like just Trump is bad. And even the ones that like I like a lot of things they say, but they're just like repetitive. Like, one of the big accounts I follow is like, oh, if you vote for Kamala, it's like every day he says this. If you vote for Kamala, you lose your man card. Like, why do you keep saying this, man? Like, the same, like, you obviously have no creativity. Why are you so big? Cat turd, same thing. Like, it's just regurgitate. Like, I like it how when they attack the left, that's good, but it's just like, oh, this celebrity said that if Trump gets in office, they're going to leave the country. And it's like, dude, why are you you're just using like uncreative memes. That's basically a meme of like, just insert celebrity name of they're going to leave the country if Trump is like, no, they're not, and who gives a shit if they do or not. That type of stuff just annoys me, and I have been seeing more boomer type of crap off of X. I see like Instagram type of stuff too, which is kind of annoying. I don't want to see like these girls they vote for Trump, which is cool, but it's just annoying. Like, oh, here's a picture of me, here's a selfie of me, but like, what does that have to do with what you just said? You know, no, I'm not gonna follow you. I don't want to be in any of your follow trains or anything like that. Like, here's this new one. No MAGA account should be under 100,000. So like, then they're trying to get you to. They're just like trying to get you to engage, and they don't even come up with anything like relatively creative. So yeah,